Hey guys, JustinSlaght here. This is my review of World War Z. Now, I'm a huge fan of the book. If you follow me on Twitter, I've been making fun of this movie for a long time. Since I saw the trailer. Now, the reason why I'm making fun of the movie is because the book and the movie are completely different. Um, the book, if you don't know what the book's about, I'll give you a short background. Um, the book is about the documentation of the zombie war. We are victorious. All the zombies are dead. Well, not all the zombies are dead, but a good chunk of them are dead. And an author goes around interviewing people on how it's affected their life and how it's affected our life as a whole. The movie is completely different. It takes place during the apocalypse or during the zombie war. So when I heard that, I was a little bit, I was skeptical. I thought the trailers looked bad. Um, I was like, it's got Brad Pitt in it, so that's a plus. But to me, it just looks like another generic zombie movie. Walking into it, I was not excited. I was not ready for it. I wanted to go see something else, and I can't believe they made a zombie movie out of, or not a zombie movie. I can't believe they made a movie based off of this book. Still, that being said, I loved World War Z, and I will even go as far as to say it is the best, as of now, it is the best film of this summer. Yes, it's better than Iron Man 3, better than Star Trek Into Darkness, better than Man of Steel, and most certainly better than Fast and the Furious 6. So what's this movie about? Well, Brad Pitt plays a character named Jerry. He is a retired investigator for the UN. He lives with his wife and two kids, two daughters. And right off the bat, I love how this movie just opens up. It takes 3 minutes. It's like, he's a husband, she's a wife, those are kids, zombie apocalypse now. It just goes really quick, and they're just driving down a city, I think it was Philadelphia, and the apocalypse just starts. It's just, these people are flying all over the place, eating people, turning them. It's great. No, I'm just kidding. It's not great. But Brad Pitt and his family get out of the city. They go on this aircraft carrier, and they say, "Hey, look, we need you to help us find out how the zombie apocalypse started." And Brad Pitt's like, "No." And he said, "Look, if you're not going to help us, then you can't be on the boat, because only people who contribute stay on the boat." So Brad Pitt goes all over the world to try to find out how the apocalypse started. Now, let me start with the positives, because it's not a perfect movie by any stretch, because nothing is perfect. Brad Pitt is very good in the movie. I loved him. I love his family. I bought the fact that they are actually a couple. The acting in the movie is very good. I wasn't expecting that out of a movie like this. I didn't expect Brad Pitt to be in a movie like this. I thought the violence was really good in this movie. I mean, for a PG-13 movie, it's very good. And it's actually surprisingly scary. There's one scene in the movie, it's in the first act. By the way, just in case, there are going to be spoilers, it's up on the top. They open up a door, and Brad Pitt's like, "Okay, I think it's safe to," and then the zombie just pops out of the door, and I was like, "Fuck!" And, and I heard that it was filmed in 3D, I only saw it in normal D, so I could tell you how the 3D was. I bet it was only converted. Um, but anyway, this and one of the reasons I love this movie is that it's the first time in a long time that I've watched a horror film like this, and the characters aren't stupid. They're not stupid. There's probably one scene where you're like, "Come on, why'd you do that?" But good, for a very good length, characters are smart. They do the most sensible things, and that's why you like these people, especially Brad Pitt. I thought the way that these zombies turn was actually very creative. Um, they don't just they don't just bite you and then they eat you. They bite you and they move on. All they want to do is just infest. That's all it is. And they turn very fast too. And they are fast, aggressive zombies. Um, I thought for a PG-13 movie, it was still incredibly violent. Well, not incredibly violent, but Mark Foster does a good job of making it seem like it's a rated R movie, but it's not a rated R movie because, and I think that's smart. Um, I didn't think the movie felt too long. I thought it was just the perfect length. It's barely 2 hours. It didn't feel like 2 hours to me at all. Uh, and I enjoyed some of the action in the movie. I enjoyed that it was very thrilling and scary, and I really cared about these characters. Um, a lot of people might have a complaint of the ending, and let me tell you the ending because I did say there are going to be spoilers on the top. So they find out the only way to get past the zombies in the movie, or in order to defeat the zombies, is to basically become sick. Because in the second act of the movie, Brad Pitt sees this kid, and the zombies are running past him, and he thinks of like, what if we get sick? Maybe they don't want to eat sick people. Maybe they want healthy hosts. So basically, they say, basically, we need to get sick. And Brad Pitt goes in this storage room or this vault, and he injects himself, and his zombies nearby. Oh, and by the way, I love the fact that they call these things actually zombies, because in all these other movies and these TV shows, they always have to call them something else. I'm actually glad that they call them zombies for once. But yeah, he injects himself. A zombie's nearby, and the zombie doesn't do anything. I didn't think it bothered me too much because I've never actually thought of it that way. I've never seen that in a movie before. It's both smart and kind of dumb at the same time, but it's mostly smart because I've never seen it in a movie before. Um, and I also kind of enjoyed the music. I thought that the I think it was the singer for Muse who did the soundtrack. I thought he did a great job in it. Um, I really don't have that many complaints. Well, actually, I do. I have one small complaint, and that's the last like 10 minutes, or not even 10 minutes. The last 5 minutes. Um, I hear that Brad Pitt wanted to change the ending to the movie because it was really horrible. So I was like, I'm gonna change the ending, and it's the ending we have for the movie. And the ending feels so rushed. It's just Brad Pitt basically narrating for the rest of the movie, and it's like, I don't really like that. I kind of hate that. Like, and then the world did this, and then the zombies did that, and we did this, and it's like, okay, if you didn't have that in the beginning of the movie, then having it at the end of the movie is kind of weird. At least that's to me. I would have I would have just ended it like it did in the trailer, where he's like, "This isn't the end, not even close." That would have been better, and then just cuts off. That would have been fine to me, but they had to end the movie somehow. But yeah, I really loved the movie, and I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up. I want to see it again. I think it's probably one of the best zombie movies I've ever seen. Is it the best? Probably not. There's certainly better movies out there, like Dawn of the Dead, the Dawn of the Dead remake, and I'm sure, and also I like Zombieland too, so there's that. But I really enjoyed the hell of this movie. I thought there was good performances. I thought the violence was really good. I liked the chemistry between everyone in here. I liked how scary it was. And even though it's not an exact replica from the book, it doesn't matter. If you can get that out of your head, you'll enjoy this movie. Now, I've already talked to some people who really didn't like it, but most of the people who really enjoyed it, I don't think it's gonna make a ton of money because of Monster University. It could make up to like maybe 350, maybe 400 million. I don't know, but I hear some people say that it might be like a sequel, or there might be a sequel to it. I don't think that's the case. I think that this is going to be its own thing, and I'm happy that it is its own thing, because I don't want a franchise. Because we do live in a world where we have too much zombie shit, like with The Walking Dead, from zombies in Call of Duty. It's just ridiculous. Well, that's my review of World War Z. It is awesome. I can't believe I'm saying those words. Go see it. It's a lot of fun. Well, thank you so much for watching. I am JustinSlaght. Take care.